Enchanté, and welcome back to the Sorare Lounge, hosted by the Sorare Thursday Club Santé. It might be multi-match madness in Europe this week, but we're the only podcast you need to focus on for a straight shot of JPEG goodness. My name is Ricky. I can be found as the Sorare Mamba on Sorare, and I will be your instructor for this luge down the latest Sorare winter track as we hunt more gold medals. Joining me on my sledge, as always, is my valiant co-host, the JJ Okocha to my Yuri Jorkaev, the man who would lie in court to protect Sorare. It's John Daw, aka DawNado. We are the best double since Michael Carrick's Super Match Day Reds defiled Man City and Arsenal in back-to-back games. How are you today, sir?
You've got the hope back, haven't you? Carrick's brought it back.
Hope that kills you.
Yeah, I'm good. Fresh off a little break to Bruges. I was there for a Club Bruges game, but I didn't get to go to it because I was with my family, and that would be taking the piss. We all know that. But yeah, I'm all good. Ready to talk some important stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I just went on the family holiday and I went to Sittard v PSV, so, you know.
Yeah, but there was another couple there, so you had the shared... You know, you could go with a bloke and then leave your missus with the other missus. You know, you had that. I didn't have that.
The tactical double up.
Yeah, the tactical double up. I like it. But yeah,
all good. Tonight, obviously, we'll be checking out the winter update, giving our thoughts on some of the key points. Plus, returning favourites as always. We've got the Who Am I quiz. Suck on those toffees, the State of Sorare, a little bit of smash or pass, and super tips of the week. So all the good stuff. And Sorare should have given us enough of a topic to fill a podcast, I think, this time round. Before we jump into that, though, if I could throw out a plea to anyone who's watching or listening, if you could please drop a like, subscribe, and all that vibe, it would mean a lot to us. Watching our little numbers go up makes our life so much better. And we appreciate you all. But now the desperation plea for likes and subscribes out of the way, we will jump in with the good stuff. We always like to start around here with 5 quick fire questions to light that little fire in that little head of yours in a section affectionately known as 5 and Kicking.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready for our quick fire 15-minute intro. Let's go.
Well, yeah, you know it. You know it. At least we're consistent.
Yeah.
Right. Question one's not even a quick one because I know your brain works. You're going to think about it for ages. Can you name me Sorare footballers whose surnames begin with X, Y, and Z?
Okay. Zaha for Z.
Yep.
Just immediately all I can think of is the Yak. Obviously, it's not the Yak. Hirakawa
Yu Hirakawa, yeah. All right.
I don't know which way his name is, but I'm pretty sure it's U on the back of his shirt.
Yeah.
And then X. Okay.
X is quite hard, to be fair. But
there
is one obvious one, which made me think that this question was doable.
It's got to be some Asian people.
If Swiss Mafia, the ex-host...
Oh, Xhaka!
Granit Xhaka. Wow. You did that pretty well as well, actually. That was pretty good. Efficient and successful. All right, question 2. We're moving on nice and quickly. Rank these British food cuisines from 1 to 4.
Okay.
Fish and chips, pie and mash, full English breakfast, roast dinner. The meat can be of your choice on the roast dinner.
Fucking hell. I mean, how do you expect me to give a quick answer to that? That is just... That's
stuff.
Did you say pie and mash? So it could be any pie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can pick which pie filling you have. You can pick your fish. You can pick the meat on your roast dinner. You know, I'm not gonna hold you to ransom.
It really does depend on the occasion. I'm sorry. If I'm on a hangover, I love a fry up. Or like going out for drinks with the boys, you have a fry up in the morning, don't you? But I feel like just in general, if I'm just having a nice meal, fry-up's probably going to be at the bottom, I guess. So we'll go for 4, presuming 4 is bottom here. Roast, pie and mash, fish and chips.
Just put a fry-up at the bottom.
I don't know. Mate, this is fucking hard.
Criminal. All right, carry on. The last
Okay.
three.
Number one, I'm going to put as a roast.
Okay.
And I would go with roast lamb would be my number one. Although quite often they're always like, well, we've run out of the lamb. We've run out of the lamb. They've never got enough fucking lamb, have they?
You can have pork.
Yeah, they have pork or nut roast. But I will put roast number one. I'm going to put fish and chips number two because I absolutely love fish and chips. It's great at all times of the day. You can have it breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And then number three, I'm going to put pie and mash. Although three and four are quite interchangeable with the fry up there because it really does depend. I'm not having a pie and mash for my breakfast. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
That's tight. I mean, that's a hard question. What were you saying?
Oh, fry up top. Fry up. All items of the fry up are great. I have fry up for breakfast, dinner. I can have it in a sandwich at lunch. You know, I just do whatever I want with it. Roast dinner is just glorious. Fish and chips, roast dinner and fish and chips could interchange 2 and 3. That'd be fine. Pie and mash at the bottom. Mash is an inefficient use of potatoes. It's just not. There's so many things you can do with a potato that just mash them up into a horrible smooth paste. It's not the one for me. So yeah, there we go. So do we match anywhere? You had roast dinner first.
I had roast dinner first, and you had
fish and chips second.
Yeah,
we can agree on that.
Yeah.
All right. Question 3. You're allowed to change one rule in football. What are you doing?
One rule.
I'll give you mine while you think.
Okay.
The keeper tactical injury thing where the keepers pretend to be injured so that everyone runs over and has a tactical break because the keeper's the only one that can't be sent off the pitch for those 30 seconds. Annoys me every single game. Everyone knows they're doing it. Oh, my knee suddenly hurts in the 60th minute.
There's so
exactly 3 minutes while everyone runs over and has a chat. No.
Something that's really getting me at the moment is where they're taking a corner. Obviously, corners are becoming more and more a thing, it seems, especially in the Prem. And they're all hustling, bustling, and they're all pulling each other's shirts, blah, blah, blah. And before the corner, or as the corners come in, the ref just blows the whistle and goes, oh, no, I'm just going to talk to you. Just fucking talk to them all at the start of the game and say, I'm going to just give it if I see it, okay? And then you don't have to stop every fucking corner and warn them and go, and it just pisses me off and just wastes so much time. And then plus the other thing where a defender gets in between the ball and the player going out for like a goal kick and just stops and then wins a foul. It's just, and the refs just fucking fall for it every time. These stupid, if there's any refs watching, fuck you.
Wow, and this is the abuse the referees get is why they don't carry on.
Refs are idiots.
Well, we did touch a nerve with question 3 there.
There's so many things I've changed about football. I've thought of a new idea for football, for corners in particular.
Okay.
You know the 6-yard box?
I do know it, yeah.
Obviously, the 6-yard box. Just change the rules for corners so that no attackers can go in the 6-yard box, or something along the lines with the attackers and the defenders have to start in different areas somehow. I don't fucking know. Just to avoid all this stopping and starting at corners, it does my nut in.
Okay. So your rule change is going to be revolutionising corners.
I'm all wound up now. I can feel my heart going. I'm pissed off.
I could tell that I'd set you off there. Revolutionising corners. Mine is going to be no one is allowed to go over to the sideline when the keeper fakes an injury. Yeah. And in fact, the manager's got to put a balaclava on and face away from the pitch.
I like it.
Until the keeper's back up.
And also players getting injured and then rolling back on the pitch. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Get off my football pitch. Anyway.
Hey, there we go. We've riled you up. See, we're doing the job. We've riled you up for the show. Question 4. Another return of sign bench release. This time we've gone for left back legends. I've got Roberto Carlos, Ashley Cole, and Paolo Maldini for you.
Okay, I'd sign Leighton Baines. Release Mikolenko. Okay, so Carlos, Ashley Cole, and Maldini. And what was it? Sign, bench, release. Okay. I'd sign Maldini. I love Maldini. Not only was he an incredible left back for many, many years, he was a proper leader, wasn't he? It feels like if you were to define a captain, you'd be like him, Roy Keane. There's probably about 5 or 6 players you could think of that literally ooze being a captain, and he was that guy. Plus, I got a massive soft spot for like 90s football in Italy. I've always mentioned it on the show. I love Italian football from the 90s. So yeah, I'll go for Maldini.
Okay.
I'd bench Roberto Carlos. Although if I had Roberto Carlos and Maldini in the team, I'd put Maldini left centre back and I'd put Carlos at left back. Just letting you know. And then I'd release Ashley Cole because he's just a bit of a twat, isn't he?
Yeah, he screwed over Cheryl as well.
Yeah, great footballer, don't get me wrong, but...
Well, I was actually talking about Daniel Maldini, Paolo's son, who's just signed for Lazio, so I disagree with you. Ashley Cole's a bit underrated for me, but I would...
I mean, yeah, he's probably the best English left-back of all time, maybe.
Just a bit of a dunce compared to the flashiness of Roberto Carlos, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably sign... Maldini as well. I'd probably bench Cole and release Carlos.
Oh, you couldn't release Carlos. You couldn't.
Well, I just have.
You can't do that.
I just have. See you later, mate.
That's as bad as putting Fry-Ups number 4.
Yeah, I know. Who are you? Question 5, the last of the warm-up. Put these beers, or for you, you little softy, ciders, in order of awesomeness.
Okay.
1 to 5. Barbecue beers or ciders, airport beers, after work beers, watching football beers, hotel balcony beers. So it's barbecue, airport, after work, watching football, and hotel balcony.
I thought you were going to say like Heineken factures. I was like, well, I'm going to put all the beers at the bottom. Okay, so can you repeat them again? There's quite a lot there. Holiday beers, football beers.
Barbecue, airport, after work, watching football, and hotel balcony. Quick fire. Off the top of your head.
I'm going to go... Was stag do beers there? Like football-related holiday stag do beers?
No, that was not one of the options.
Fucking hell, my brain is not working. I'm going to put after work beers last.
After work beers last.
And that's purely because there's literally no way I'm having after work beers at my current job. It's just not their scene. So, I mean, I do love after work beers and probably would have loved them when I was 21 to 29 years old, but not so much in recent years. But so I'm going to put that last just for my current life situation. I do love barbecue beers. I love a barbecue as well. Mind those are top. I'm gonna put. Did you say holiday beers?
Hotel balcony beers.
I'm gonna go hotel balcony beers number 1.
Okay.
Because that can define a stag do. That can define a holiday with your missus. That can define one of our nice little couples holidays we do, and they're all great. They're all great things. So I'm gonna go. Balcony beers.
And then you got barbecue, airport, and watching football beers left. I'm
going to go watching football beers number 2. Barbecue beers number 3, purely because I swear every barbecue I go to now, I get in. It's not as heavy as it used to be back in the old days. It's all just like the kids are there, you got to get home, blah, 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 blah. So barbecue beers number 3. Number 4 was whichever one was
airport
left.
Beers.
Airport beers. I love airport beers, but these days airport beers tend to be at like 7 a.m. So it's not something that tends to get too heavy, is it? So I'll go for that. But I like all of them.
Yeah. I airport beers would have been number 1 for me previously. But yeah, nowadays it's probably down to 2 or 3. I think watching football beers, barbecue beers, airport beers, hotel balcony beers, after work beers.
And also watching football beers would be so much better if you could actually be in a stadium watching the football, drinking the beer like you can in other countries.
Yeah, and watching football beers, your wife's not usually there, so that's why they're usually the best.
Mate, you can't say that. They've watched the show. They'll be
There's no way they're ever watching 62 episodes. There's no chance they've tuned into any of this bollocks.
Yeah.
But anyway, there you go. I feel like I got you nicely warmed up today. The job was worked. 15 minutes in. Excellent. Definitely going to go over an hour again, aren't we? Next up, we'll see how we both stand with our current relationship with Sorare, with the State of Sorare, where we give a number from 1 to 10, stating how we are feeling about Sorare as a whole right now. Last time out, I was a 7.8, and I think you were a 7.7. First time I've ever been above you, or maybe you were a 7.9. It's very close, though.
Yeah,
but it's still pretty strong, even if it's not quite as strong as Michael Carrick's level of greatness. But it is still pretty good. So this time out, I'm just going to start because I've scrolled down to the number I've already written on this sheet of notes I have. I've gone for 8 on the dot. Really lofty again for me. Like, I'm usually the pessimist of the two of us. And I've gone up a little bit. I think I've gone up a little bit from last time because I've been getting excited with those streaks, streaking, because we're getting to level 3, 4. I'm on 5. I'm on a 3 and a 5 this weekend.
Oh my God.
So last weekend I had a 4 and a couple of so I'm scouting players and I'm making buys and I'm like, right, can I upgrade here? It feels quite nostalgic in Sorare terms.
Well, this is exactly what I said like last month. When I was going for that 5th streak, it felt like I was back in the olden days where I was looking up player matchups that week. I was contacting people on Discord and being like, come on in, let's fucking make a deal, son. You know, it's fun.
Yeah, I've got auctions teed up for like before deadline on Friday of like, get a couple of upgrades for my teams, see if I can.
I tell you what,
460's hard though, isn't it?
You got some great tips coming your way as well for players getting good scores last weekend, didn't you? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'll get to that later in the show. Don't worry, I will give you the flowers later on. But yeah, so that's been like I've been enjoying playing the streets again. I had to wait for fucking ages for challenges to come back properly. I'm glad that's back now. It's where the majority of my cards is outside of Prem, and some exciting things popped up in this announcement. Get a bit of buzz going for Sorare 27. So yeah, 8 for me on the dot. You?
I think just to be petty, I'm gonna go 8.1. Just because I want to be better than you. But yeah, I'm gonna say 8.1. Slight increase from last time. I think last time we were in the middle of a break because it was the FA Cup weekend, maybe.
We were on a break.
So it just felt a little bit more like, oh, there's not much going on. But yeah, I mean, for all the things you've said, I'm also loving hot streaks. I've been hitting a few hot streaks here and there. I just missed out on the €50 or $50 Premier League streak on the weekend just gone. I think I ended up like 12 points short, which is due to Everton losing their cleanie. But yeah, still fun going for that again. And
is that the first Everton mention?
Potentially, yeah.
18 and a half minutes in. That's got to be a record.
I know.
Got to be a record.
Got to be. But yeah, hot streaks are great. I'm going to mention Everton again. I've enjoyed the last week trying to sell my signed Southampton shirt to the Sorare community, which I managed to do, and then pick up an Everton signed shirt from the Sorare community. So stuff like that, where you actually get. I mean, I haven't got it yet, so I'm not going to count my chickens. Is in the post. But yeah, if you're watching, the guy sold me at Top Man. But yeah, it's something like that where I get an actual physical gift. I love that type of thing from Sorare. I think that really does set it apart from a lot of other fancy football related things, like winning a Premier League pencil case if you finished in the top 5 of FPL or whatever the hell it is. It's not quite the same, is it? But yeah, other than that, loving Sorare. I still love Sorare. I always love Sorare. I don't think I'll ever drop below like a 7.5, to be honest, unless something drastic happens.
It would worry me. If you got into the 6s, then I would probably think it's time to cash out. But it has been doing very well, Sorare 26. I think we were more pessimistic last season than we are this time. But there we go. 2 really strong scores again in the State of Sorare. And we'll move on. The Sorare news update section, where we talk something about Sorare for a while before we hop back into more of our regular features. So obviously we're going to go for winter gameplay update part 2. Boom. Whole lot to dissect and go through. I will bring it up on screen, but I don't think anyone really wants to hear us just talk through it. It's a really long ass piece, isn't it? So I've sort of just picked out some topics from it, which I will ask your opinion on. How about that? And we'll
love it. And whilst we were introducing that, I'm going to let my cat out the window. She's doing my head in.
Let that cat out the window. She's doing your head in. All right. So 27-minute read. That's why we're not going to read through it. But there were some cool bits from this article. A lot of exciting things. When I first read it, I was my overall feeling was that most of it was awesome, and then when you read into the details of some of it, there was some caveats to it, but overall, I was pretty positive from it. So I'm just going to bring up some random little bits first to start with. So one of the things confirmed in here is that Argentina is not returning. How do you feel about Argentina license not coming back?
Well, I don't think it's ever a particularly great look when any license is sort of, I don't know whether they lost it or whether they just decided not to renew it. I think they released some sort of information about why they decided it was too complicated with some legal crap. I don't know. But I don't think it's ever a great look. However, they're still covering the actual scores, right? So it's not going to affect anyone that's a previous customer of buying the cards. I guess it can be annoying with big collectors that want to keep collecting in-season Argentina cards, but for me the main point is they're still going to cover it. So
yeah, you can still use your classic cards, and if you've got moves to Argentina and you have this cool outlying classic card to use, it's fine. For me, I've never really been into Argentina, so
I haven't either, and I couldn't even tell you the league structure or dates of Argentina and Brazil. I swear it's just random as hell. They split into different leagues and different divisions all over the place. I get confused by it. I just happen to notice I've got a fixture when I'm setting a team. I'm like, oh, Argentina are back. It's not really something that I'm, looking towards as much. It's more of like an added bonus for my gallery if they've got games. Unlike with J League and K League, I kind of know when they are, and it's kind of a build up and excitement about it. And obviously with MLS and Europe is the same. So no offense to any South American viewers. It's just not something I've really got into massively.
Yeah, they do say they try and bring the partnership back in the future, and it's not able to right now. But it kind of feels like with their new structure, they want the full leagues, don't they? Or
nothing.
We didn't have Argentina, and it wasn't one of the main OG ones that people were particularly attached to. Not one of the big five ones in Europe. So I do sort of feel like they're just not that arsed that it's gone either. Much like my opinion. I mean, some people will love it, but it's not something I'm going to be missed. I would have been annoyed if the three they've brought back were gone. I could have done without K League because I was scarred by all those multiple problems it had.
There'll be a lot more people that aren't quite fussed than there are people that are hugely bothered by the decision, and I think that probably says it all, really.
Do you remember when everyone with the big Saudi discussion, when everyone started to go to Saudi and everyone's going mad, like, you've got to get Saudi in. If they don't get Saudi in, this game's cooked. Must get Saudi. When not if. No.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, I still kind of I like having my random midweek Asian Champions League games with my Saudi players every so often. I kind of get better utility from them having random games in the middle of nowhere than I do if they're just playing every game week on the weekends, probably.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. And when Al Hilal are playing the freaking Bengal Tigers from India and smashing them 10-0 in the Champions League, it kind of helps my gallery a little bit.
All right. Special event competitions. I'm just picking some of the extra stuff before we get to the main bits. They've heard our feedback about missing special event competitions. Where? Who the fuck's been complaining about not having?
Anyone? Legends. Bring Legends back.
Yeah. Justice for Legends is one, but I've sealed them all now, and you can only do one every 14 days. So unless they start it in about 4 months.
That's a good point. That'd be a nightmare. They suddenly brought Legends back and
Yeah,
couldn't even
I
do
need
it.
to wait 14 more days to unseal my Jamal Musiala. But yeah, where's all these people complaining that special events aren't here? I mean, I didn't mind them, but I haven't seen anyone complaining about them. But they're bringing them back a couple a month on an occasional basis, one leaderboard per scarcity with random rewards. Were you one of these people who've been missing special comps?
Not really. I mean, there's so many bloody comps to enter these days. It's difficult to keep up. So I wasn't massively missing them, but I'm all for them coming back. I'm not a huge fan of those ones where they did the like set a team, but a tackle's worth like 10 times more than it usually is. It's like, I can't be asked to monitor because there's no way of really figuring out who my good tackle is in my team easily. I used to find.
That's Sorare data. I used to just go on Sorare data and search by like tackles.
Yeah. I'm not sure you can do it by the Sorare thing that they have, but so yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm all for some extra little fun things, and I like the competitions that are like for collector only ones, but I'm not sure they're really what they're talking about here. But I like the little niche competitions. They can be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like veterans or like cap, really low cap comps or like those type of things. Yeah, I don't want like goalkeeping madness to come back or whatever the bollocks was, like play 3 goalies or something like that. But yeah, I wouldn't mind some occasional different flavored comps to come up, but I'm not sure people were really clamoring for it that much. I'm not sure where that came from. DMP's discussion. I think I know where this goes because we've been pretty clear about our DMP discussion views before. But basically, they've said they've thought about it. They gave out those really weird crap options, which I don't think was anyone's preferred options. No. They got leaked. Well, weren't leaked. They were sent to some people in a survey. It's like, well, no one wanted those solutions. They were definitely not going to be the preferred ones, and they're not being implemented anyway. So, yeah.
It's a difficult one. I mean, like you said, we've discussed it before, and it is a tricky topic because you do want to keep the majority of people happy on Sorare. I understand that, and it was kind of fun tonight setting the Champions League teams, knowing all the fixtures and all the starting teams, and it was kind of fun. It was like a mad rush for like an hour, wasn't it? Get everything sorted. But it's just never going to be that easy across the board in Sorare because it only works tonight, for example, because all the games at the exact same time. It's just never going to quite work, I don't think. And once again, there are different types of DMPs. Risking a player who's playing midweek on the weekend is not something you should be rewarded for if they're not started, in my opinion. Yeah. So it's a tough call, but I think Sorare have made the right choice there.
Yeah, me too. So let's talk about let's just talk about the main thing, the 3 new competitions are back. So we're getting MLS, J-League and K-League. Good, right?
Yep.
OG
comps.
Bad
about that, I don't think.
Yeah, OG comps, love them. MLS is my favourite league. I've always had an affinity with the J-League as well. Fukuyamore, Consadole. I need them to get promoted back to the big time so we can get another collection going. K-League, not so much, never been for me. Like I said, there were some issues with it, but they are OG competitions, and it's cool that they're getting their own treatment as well. Obviously, most of you have probably read the J-League situation's a bit different. They're going to cover this special anniversary competition before the main one starts, and there's a bit of delay on everything and stuff, but it's good that they've committed to giving them their own stuff, and I love it. Sorare wouldn't be the same without the MLS comp for me. And
no, all 3 are OGs, aren't they? They've got to be. They're almost like a mainstay, in my opinion.
I mean, I know the big 5 leagues are what get people's juices flowing and what gets the masters in, but yeah, we started with these comps, and yeah, I would be sad to see them go.
And I like that they get their own competitions, but for me, there's nothing better than setting an all-star team that's got a player from frickin' France, Premier League, MLS, Japan, like all over the shop. Sticking that in your all-star team and winning something with it is great.
Yeah, and getting the hot streak treatment as well. obviously they're splitting up hot streaks and leaderboards, which is one of the big things, right? So we're going to have 2 competitions to enter, hot streaks and leaderboards. I think we're getting 1 entry in leaderboards, beat the players, and then hot streaks, which is beat the game, which has been really popular. I've really enjoyed that as well. And I think we can enter up to 5 now, right, in limited at least, hot streaks, and your rewards stack, right? So you can win the main thing, and then every extra team that goes gets an incremental bit extra as well, which is cool. So they have changed it around a bit. And these 3 are sort of like the early launch of Sorare 27, aren't they? So things can still change for Sorare 27, but these 3 are like the leaders when they're coming out. So, I mean, I know you've actually read through it this time, haven't you? So what are your thoughts on splitting up the competitions?
I don't mind it. I guess they're just trying to. There's been people not liking it, isn't there, on Twitter that you've seen? But I think it's good. They're trying to reward more people, because I guess a lot of people that were on the leaderboards and winning hot streaks were winning multiple things with the same team. And I guess they're just trying to keep that split, keep more people happy and less people getting lots of things, and if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't mind it, and I like the stacking up idea. I think that's cool. Obviously, is it 50% each time if you got another one that hits the hot streak? I think it is something like that.
Yes. So like it's like, here you go. If one lineup, you hit the $500 big prize. Second lineup, we get you an extra $250. Third lineup, we get you an extra $250.
That's pretty. Oh, so it is it's just half each single time you hit it. So it's not. It wouldn't get. Okay, fine. So I mean, that's good. That's really good.
On the lower levels, right? Say 1, 2, 3, you would hit. You know, I can hit multiple times on those. I'm not going to do it. Probably 4 or 5.
That would change the way I play hot streaks for sure. Because usually, I don't know if you do the same. Like with hot streaks, if I'm going for something, I have like one really good team I consider a really good team, and then a second one which is sort of like looking okay and might do something, and then my third and fourth are usually a bit literally all over the shop and probably not going to hit anything. But now, if they're doing this moving forward, I know this is only for the 3, the new leagues, aren't they? But if they implement this across the board for Europe, I'm definitely going to be investing a bit more. So I'm guessing they'll see how it goes with the J League, K League, MLS, and then maybe consider doing it.
I think it's good for this time of the season, like now, where you're starting to build. Well, I'm certainly building up the cards, so I enter multiple like teams. Having 5 teams I can enter. It's like I'm probably going to go for hot streaks because I'm liking hot streaks, and what you read about this is, and then my leaderboard entry will probably be secondary. So it'd probably be the hot streaks for me, but I will still enter a leaderboard team. But at this point in the season, say now, I can probably enter 5 or 6 challenger teams, or you're probably getting onto like 4 or 5 prem teams when you can start doing that. I mean, they're taking away cash, aren't they, from the first couple of levels of hot streaks for this. I don't know what they do for the big European leagues, which is a bit of a bummer when you think about it, because those are the ones you can sort of hit consistently. If you had 5 teams in at the first level, you could hit like the $5 and a $250, then a $250. Maybe you can pick up $10 from the first level. But they have given us Formula One Grand Prix each time, which is a pool, a shared prize pool that everyone that gets over a certain number gets a share of as well, which I think is kind of a nice, another beat the game part, isn't it? Another target, another.
And Essence is still good for the first 2 hot streaks. Like I get why they're doing it. They're sort of keeping the cash in the game a bit more, because if people are winning their dollars, they might take it out and not put it back into Sorare. So I get why they're doing it, and it makes sense. So and at the end of the day, like they're doing this multiple team thing, hitting the streaks. So they can't just give. There's got to be something that has to be taken away for things like that to be given. Do you know what I mean? It can't just be everyone wins all the time, everything.
Yeah. Are you thinking about buying any cards early on? MLS, I guess, is MLS for you. Are you thinking about hitting it early, hitting that thing?
I probably will, to be honest. I won't go for the first like few days, probably, because it'll be mental prices. But once things die down a little bit, and it will depend on what what happens. I'm sure they'll do some sort of crazy competitions near that will be resulting in getting loads of credits. Because if I got loads of credits to spend, I will be spending them on MLS.
Yeah, sneaky. Give us those credits, and then we're.
You know what they're doing. Give me some credits, and I'll bloody spend them, because I can't bear to see them go invalid.
What they have done is done 3 times hot streaks promo at the start to lure you in, but prices did held up all right so far this year, haven't they? You know, obviously I'll stay out the initial wave, but I will probably get in slightly earlier than I did this current season next time round, because the prices have held up pretty well. 3 times promo is pretty strong, but you probably need to, if you can build yourself multiple lineups early on, it's going to cost you a lot of money, but if you do hit, then that's some spicy 1,500 for the top. Like 6,000 essence. Second level 6,000 essence is, 6 early crafts.
And 380 really isn't that mad. I think for 340 to 400, I mean, it's obvious that's going to be like that, but 380 to 400 are quite attainable. Once you get to that, trying to hit 460 for that top streak, it's fucking tough.
Yeah, 460 is tough. That's where it gets hard. They got hot streaks in for unique and super rare. I think big time players are more interested in cash, but it's still a nice thing.
Keep the whales happy, please. That's what we need them.
Yeah, I mean, are whales interested in this level of essence for a hot streak? Maybe at the boosted, but at the basic level, I'm not sure. But I mean, it's a nice touch that they're at least doing something for those levels, super rares and uniques. And I think this promo is cool. It does really tempt to be in the hot streaks 3 times promo. It did last year. Was it double last year? But it was just.
Was it not 5 times?
Was it 5 times? Was it?
I think it was 5.
Oh yeah, 5 to 25 or something like that, wasn't it?
And then it went down to like 2 times after like 2 weeks or something. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was great. And they did those incredible. They did those promos in there. You had like a 10% chance of getting another card, which I'd like to see some more of those again, because I freaking crafted a Vander cartoon card. Do you remember? It was bloody best day ever.
Yeah. All right, let's talk L15 to L10. I mean, I don't really care. Whatever. Not really anything there for me. Things that are staying: multi-club and cap 260 bonus. I quite like it. I know a lot of people just forget that it even exists, and some people think it's just an unfair little niche in there. But I quite like it for, especially if I'm entering multiple lineups. When you've got like the shitter leftover bits, that you can sculpt it to make sure that you hit both of those bonuses for 4 and 2% and get that extra 6%. Kind of makes putting the team in worthwhile. I mean, I'm not going to overly praise them just for keeping something, which was good, but
it definitely makes a difference, because like the leaderboards are so tight now. Like, it could be 1.5 points between like 50 places, and maybe not 50 places, but it could be. It really does make a difference, and it definitely makes some of my decisions for me. Unless I'm putting my like elite teams in, where I just completely forget the cap and go like 70 over it. Like, if I'm close, if I'm saying I'm on 380 cap and it's saying 370, I will shuffle things about a bit to try and get under it, because I do think it is worth it.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll knock out a couple of, if I've got, say, 3 Chelsea or 3 Bayern,
you knock one out.
I'll knock out a couple. I don't like Sorare that much. Not anymore, anyway. I will, split up some of my stacks, Chelsea, Bayern, United, City, to make sure there's only 2 in each of the lineups to get it. Instant reward claim is staying 30 minutes after the last one finished. I think that's cool. I thought they were going to get rid of it. I thought, sure, because they cocked up once, didn't they? And a goal got taken off, but people had already claimed it. I thought they'd get rid of it, but I think it's nice it's staying. I like the nice little sweat of when you're trying to wait for 30 minutes afterwards to claim your.
Yeah, especially if you're tired. I don't like that sweat, mate.
But it's better than waiting till the end of the game week. I think it's a bonus for players again, I'm not going to overly praise them because they've already given it to us, so it's not, not taking it away. And classic slot staying is a nice one as well. There'd be riots if they took that away, right?
I've heard slots getting sacked, mate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Match day Reds, to be fair.
I think I'd finally drop down to like a 6.5 for State of Sorare if they got rid of the classic slot. I think a lot of people would. That would be all hell would break loose.
Yeah. So, and they also at the bottom they mentioned collecting missions. They've heard our feedback about wanting more ways to be rewarded for collecting. I've always loved the collecting side of things. I've mentioned it loads of times. They're going to have collect missions in the collect tab. So I'm guessing they're going to be like common milestones where you hit certain things and you unlock essence, maybe some credits, stuff like that. So I think it's about time they did something for collections. So that is something that I noticed at the bottom that is really interesting to me. I mean, that'd be good for your Everton collections, I guess. You'll at least hit one thing.
I do think they should. I know they reward the Premier League collections with tickets and stuff like that, but there really should have been something for you, for example, for your, was it San Jose, the limited stack you had? Like if they could just strike some sort of deal with like the official MLS online shop or something, that if you finish, you get like a £20 voucher to spend, or you'd buy something, wouldn't you? And you'd probably be happy with that. Maybe, it's tough for them to get like a San Jose signed shirt, and you certainly wouldn't be going to San Jose for tickets, would you? But like, it'd be cool to just give some sort of reward for the top collectors. Put a lot of effort into, especially with collections of real tough collections to complete. Like, say, for example, like Man U's top limited collection on Real Madrid's or whatever. Like, there must be so many people trying to complete that. Maybe not so much San Jose, no offense.
Well, it's Colorado Rapids this year.
Which was the one that you ended up like 700 collection points ahead of second. Was that Rapids?
That Austin FC last year in Rare was pretty high. Rapids this year I was pretty far ahead, and San Jose the year before. Yeah, I've gone hard MLS 3 years in a row.
Not even the actual Austin FC fans were collecting them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do it this year, and this year every top collector will get like a night with Sydney Sweeney or something.
Excuse me, can we get that in writing that you're not going to do it this year? Come on, mate.
I'm not being top collector in the MLS thing.
Whatever, mate.
Not happening. Guaranteed.
Whatever.
Yeah. Got rid of divisions as well. Controversial subject between many, wouldn't there? Some people liked them, some people absolutely hated them. I mean, sometimes it's kind of fun when you pinged off in like Division 3 and come top with a score that wouldn't have got there in Division 1. But yeah, I don't mind him. I didn't really like him that much.
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, the prices were a lot better in Div 1 than Div 3, and it would be a bit of a pain in the ass if you had a couple of DMPs and got relegated from Div 1. But
and if we got limited entries into the leaderboard section of the comps, so yeah, they're not needed anymore. I didn't really like them anyway. Apart from when I had like a shitter team without a goalie that I could enter in Division 3 because I wouldn't get relegated anyway. Yeah. So try and hope for a tiny little bit of XP, which has changed as well because XP is shit. Don't want to keep winning shit XP.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I can't be asked to go and spend it.
One thing I would say about divisions is there's now divisions are going, there'll obviously be no promotion and relegation. I kind of like there being some sort of thing which has promotion and relegation, just because it sort of mirrors football. And, things like the MLS, I love the MLS, but it does bother me how you can just get like halfway through the season, the team that's bottom would be like, fuck it, I'll stop. It takes away that jeopardy, of you could literally lose your position in the league. So if they could think of some other way of putting in promotions and relegations in some other competition, I don't know. But I do like that a little bit.
I'd love a long form comp or a monthly comp where you got promoted and relegated and there was like 3 divisions.
Yes.
And you played long prizes in each one.
Yeah. Long live long form.
Long live long form, up the championship.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Well, I think I'm not too interested in prize pools. I think we've talked a lot on the winter update. I'm going to ask you for an overall score out of 10 for the winter gameplay update now that we've had part 2 in.
I think I'll go for just go for another solid 8. You know, I think it's good, positive across the board. Really, a few things are going to ruffle a few feathers, but that's always going to be the case. And I like the doubling, tripling, quadrupling down of hot streaks. I think that's a really good point.
Excellent. Yeah, I'd be when I first read it, I was probably up in the mid-8s, but I've probably gone down a little bit, but not too far. I think it's pretty good so far. You have to always wait and see how it shakes out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You can't please everyone, can you? At the end of the day.
No. Well, MLS, J League, and K League are back, and that's cool. And they've got their own leagues. I like things having their own leagues. I like hot streaks. I get another hot streak team. I get another leaderboard comp to enter.
Is Shazenia going to stay at Daegu? Have you seen any news about it yet?
Oh, I don't know. Ask Hoodwink. I don't know.
I'll have to.
Yeah. Big card. I mean, I've been getting off. Messi Classic's still going for about 65 quid. I was getting offers for today. I forgot cards still had value.
Literally, for the last 2 years, I've almost bought a Messi, and he's gone down to like 28 quid Classic, and I've gone, I think it might go down a little bit more. And then I wait.
Old.
And he goes to 60 again. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. All right, let's switch it up and break up the Sorare talk for one of our normal features. I am going to go for the quiz.
It's time for the Who Am I quiz. Can DawNado finally get one right?
Who am I? Footballing quiz. Can you guess the player from the provided clues? The only thing you know in advance is they have a Sorare card. Is it a legend? Is it a manager? Is it a Red X? Who knows? Well, that's the fun of the Who Am I quiz. As always, loser of this contest between me and you, two big juggernauts like Cunha and Mbeumo up front, Michael Carrick, Super Reds, has to add the given player from the giveaway to their giveaway pile. We're feeling good here. You lost last time. I broke the long losing streak, stuffed you with the Josh Madger quiz last time out, and I'm looking for back-to-back victories today, much like Michael Carrick's Super Reds. You're the boys.
I can't deal with all this
positivity. Dorgu. Here we go. Clue number 1. 5 clues.
Go on, then.
I was born in Cameroon, but moved and began my career in the league of the country I went on to represent 83 times so far, with 22 goals to my name.
Okay, born in Cameroon, but I moved to the country that I represented 83 times and scored 22 goals.
Yeah. Clue 2. I'm on my 5th permanent team across 3 countries, and I'm not even 30 yet, and I could currently help you win hot streaks. Okay. Clue number 3. I have over 3,100 cards on Sorare across 5 seasons and 3 teams, including Winter, Halloween, Early Access, Animated, and Neon Christmas gift-wrapped editions.
Wow. 3,000 cards.
Clue 4. In the first game of the 2022 FIFA World Cup against Cameroon, I scored the only goal, becoming the 2nd player in World Cup history to score against the country of his birth. And clue 5. At UEFA Euro 2024, I scored a stoppage time goal, securing a 3-1 victory over Hungary in my country's opening match of the tournament. Born in Cameroon, moved to League of the Country. I went on to represent 83 times so far, 22 goals to my name. 5th permanent team across 3 countries. I'm not even 30 yet, and I could currently help you win hot streaks. Over 3,000 cards, 5 seasons, 3 teams. neon Christmas gift wrapped, early access animated Halloween. First game of the 2022 FIFA World Cup against Cameroon. I scored the only goal, becoming the second player in World Cup history.
First game. I need time.
And at Euro 2024, 15th of June to be precise, scored a stoppage time goal, securing a 3-1 victory over Hungary in my country's opening match of the tournament.
First game, 2022. It's not Williams, is it?
No.
First game of the World Cup in 2022. Who the fuck hosted that World Cup, and why can't I think of it? It wasn't the one that was all around Europe, was it?
I am on my 5th permanent team across 3 countries. I'll give you a clue. I'm currently playing in France. Scored 22 goals and 83 times for my country, so I'm probably an offensive player.
Who hosted the 2022 World Cup, Rick? Tell me. Oh my God, I think of who hosted it.
What do you think?
Is this? Oh, he currently plays in France. I don't fucking know. Hang on, it's
I don't think it was the first game of World Cup 2022, if that helps.
Okay, it wasn't the first game.
I believe it was his country's first game.
Okay, so I'm trying to think who hosted it, because I was thinking it was going to be them, that country. Okay, I'm going to go for...
They were in a group with Brazil and Serbia, with the other 2 teams in the group. It was in Qatar.
Oh yeah, of course it fucking was. Is it fucking somebody?
Oh, it's not going to get it.
I'm not going to get it, am I? Is it? No, I was just thinking Lacazette, but it's not Lacazette.
Currently plays for Rennes. Oh, I'm going to have to time you out.
No, I don't know.
Final guess?
Can't think of anyone.
It's another Swiss mafia. It's Breel Mbolo.
Fuck.
Born in Cameroon, moved to Switzerland. 83 times, scored 22 goals. Not 30 yet. He's on his 5th permanent team across 3 countries. Currently playing in France for Hot Streaks. Shitloads of cards. Scored the winner against his country of birth for Switzerland in their first game of the 22 World Cup, and scored in the Euro 2024 against Hungary in the opening match of the tournament again.
That's a good one. I mean, I just couldn't get it out of my head that he was French. I just couldn't play for France. I was just trying to think through loads of French strikers that had recently scored some goals. I just fucking couldn't think of it to save my life. All right, well, you beat me again, you bastard.
2 in a row. I've made him a little bit harder now, and I like it. I like it. All right, Breel Mbolo on Johnny's giveaway list. Good stuff.
Bloody hell.
Another win for me. Let's move on to...
Mbolo. We were singing that at the Euros, weren't we? I remember.
We're going to bring back a full smash and pass at the end of the transfer window, but I thought we'd just do a few to get the juices wetted. So here is Smash or Pass.
Smash or pass? Will they rise or will they crash? So rare stars or so rare trash? It's time for Smash or Pass.
Smash or Pass is when we look at recent transfers in the window and whether that'll be good from a so rare perspective for the player, for the so rare cards. So we're going to start with ex-Bristol City legend Tammy Abraham. Left Besiktas and has moved back to Aston Villa. It's been there before. Did really well there before, right? Banged him in. And it's now gone back there. I have his in-season cards, so this is particular important for me. He's going for about £3 at the moment, £2.60 for his in-season Besiktas cards. Here is his form so far this season. Not a lot of AA, but he has bagged quite a few decisives and some nice little peaks at the end of last season.
I bought him just at the start there when he got those 2 high greens for about £12 as classic, thinking he was going to be the next big thing in Turkey, and he didn't go particularly well, did he, after that? But
he was scoring against St. Patrick's Athletic at the time, so
yeah.
So currently £2.60 will obviously rise a little bit with his Villa cards, I would imagine, but is he going to do well at Villa from a Sorare perspective? What say you?
It's a tough one. I really rate Tammy Abraham. I always have done. I think he's a very good player. Obviously, we've seen a bit of him at Bristol City. He's played for Chelsea, Villa when they were in the Championship as well, mainly, I think, banging the goals in. Had a horrific injury, didn't he, when he was at Rome, just before joining Roma, was it? Or at Roma? I can't remember. Yeah. But yeah, I really rate him. I'm just interested to see how he'll fit into Villa, because obviously they've got Watkins. They don't really have a huge amount else, to be fair. So he's going to get some minutes, and he'll certainly play some games in Europe, I think. So he's good for their squad. It's difficult because I'm not sure he's going to be particularly incredible there, because I'm not sure you can bank on him starting. He might have a few good games, but for £2.50, it's actually pretty decent value, probably.
Smash or pass?
I'm going to say pass. I don't think he's going to have the scores to back up his move.
I'm also going to say pass. I just think Watkins is too much of a factor, and he's going to be more of a super sub, which is not what you want to rely on. Next up, Lucas Paqueta has gone from West Ham to Flamengo. He's Brazilian, so he's gone back home. He's been really unhappy for ages, mainly because he's a massive fucking cheat and got caught out. And now he's all sad about being here because we all called him cheaters because you fucking are.
I like it.
He's gone again. But his price has spiked on the news. We can see here. I've got an in-season Lucas Paqueta as well. I've just thought about. So,
nice. I've got a couple of how much are his classics going for? So I just bought a couple of his classics for the bare minimum at the start of the season.
358.
Oh my god! Severe profit.
Obviously, talented player, been in and around the Brazil squad, had some good scores previously, but West Ham have been struggling quite a lot, and he's just been unhappy here. So he's gone to a covered league for us. What do you think? His price is spiked, like he's going to do bits.
I think he's going to absolutely cook in Brazil. He's probably not even reached his peak yet at 28. You know, it's not a usual career path to leave the Premier League just around your peak and go back to Brazil. But I think he, like you say, he's been very unhappy for a while. If you can go back far enough, I remember looking at his scores when I bought his classic cards. Like his scores before the betting scandal and after the betting scandal are like completely different. Like he was so elite. You know, got some really good high scores there. And I do think he'll do really well in Brazil. He's a seriously good player, let's be honest. Shows flashes of it. It's got a bit of a bad attitude. I think he's had a worse bad attitude since everything's been going against him, which is just him illegally betting on himself. But yeah, I think he'll do really well over there. So I'm gonna go smash for me.
Yeah, I think he's going to do well as well. Just like get his head right, get in a bit of a better environment. I just want to see what Neymar costs nowadays. Just randomly came into my head. 13 quid.
Don't do it, Rick. He's 33 going on 43, mate. He's retiring soon.
Yeah. It's a smash for me for Paqueta. I like that one. Noah Lang. Noah Lang. Napoli's Galatasaray loan with purchase option. Put him in there because he used to be like a big deal on Sorare, right?
Yeah, I own 2 of his PSV cards.
Big dog. Wasn't really going on for him over in Italy. Was scoring like a bag of sand and was just coming off the bench loads. No one liked to see it, but he used to be a freaking monster on the platform. So Galatasaray, obviously, pretty decent. Like some big scores back in the past. Smash or pass on a Noah over in Galatasaray. 350 for a classic.
Actually,
in season is spenny.
Very spenny. I didn't know Noah Lang was coming up, but I saw something on Twitter about Noah Lang about a week ago, and I think it was a Napoli fan or an Italian expert, and he was saying he's never in his history of his footballing, following football, known a player and a manager of Noah Lang and Conte that are so opposite and would hate each other as Noah Lang and Conte. And I mean, Noah Lang just does look like a bit of a twat, doesn't he? I'm sure he's quite disruptive. Maybe I'm judging a bit by his cover, but I know he's a good footballer. But it doesn't seem to work well for him in Napoli.
I mean, he looks fucked. I'm not sure.
He looks higher than David Neres. I don't know if you've ever seen his picture. He is high as a kite. But
David Neres. Maybe we can do a video. Highest looking Sorare profile pictures.
Wait, David Neres. I owned his rare from his Benfica days. He is completely high as a kite at all times, I swear.
Comment below if you'd like to see a how high do Sorare players look in their profile pictures tier list video.
Not so much in that photo there, but if you look at his actual cards. But anyway, back to Noah Lang. I think he'll do really well in Turkey. Or he's kind of like always a little bit kind of your players could smash if they go to Turkey, or they could just completely fall flat on their face and not play. So we'll see. But yeah, Galatasaray obviously have the capability to smash most people in that league, and he could, if he nails down a place, he could easily be one of the key men over there.
So you're going smash.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pass.
Okay.
Don't like it. Don't trust it. The photos put me off. I was on the fence. Photos done it for me. Final one in this little amuse-bouche of smash or pass is Andreas Skov Olsen. 40 caps for Denmark, I believe, striker. Gone from Wolfsburg to Rangers. Big fish, right? Rangers on the up, I think.
Yeah.
About the title odds, and it was like Celtic, Rangers, Hearts are all pretty level.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight one.
As of this morning. So Rangers on the up. He started the first game. Seems to think he's nailed to start the next game in the league as well. Big player. £8 in season for his non-Rangers card, and we're looking at £2.40 for a classic. Skov Olsen over at Rangers, where they should have some very easy games in the league. What do you think?
Mate, you've ended up picking 4 players I've got multiple cards from. I own 2 classic Skov Olsens from his Club Bruges days. I don't know if you can look as far back as his Club Bruges days on there, but he was fucking class for Club Bruges. Hasn't really happened from Wolfsburg. I think he sort of was doing okay. Got a couple of injuries, if I recall. But yeah, very good player, and similar to Noah Lang joining Galatasaray. Like, Rangers can smash people in that league, and if he nails down a place, which he looks like he's going to, because I'm not sure what much else they've got on that wing, then he should do really, really well. So a definite smash for me, especially as this is the cheapest of the 4 cards we've just looked at. Definite smash for me.
Yeah, I was actually looking at him to add to my Challenger Streak 5 team. Yeah, a lot of promise. 26, still a good age. Good age. Would be a smash for me as well on the Skov Olsen. That was smash or pass. So still to go. Sorare grinds my gears. Everton performance review, and super tips of the week. And I was going to have a little talk about the winter set they've just released. So we'll do super tips of the week, and then we'll get into the winter set, and then we'll finish off with the other 2 things: Sorare grinds my gears and Everton performance review. That's how we like to end every show. So before we talk about the winter set, we'll do another segment from the show, super tips of the week.
two warriors collide and put their reputations on the line in Super Tips of the Week. I'm so excited to see who wins.
Me too, AI lady. I'm super.
That gets me every time. I'm so excited to see who wins.
Super tips of the week. World famous tipping duel off, where the loser at the end of every 3 shows has to add a card to his giveaway pile. It must be someone they've picked during that run. Can't pick the same player twice. Can't pick someone from the same league in the same week from your 3 picks. We have 3 categories to pick from, which I will say as we go through them. Last time out scores, who won?
Well, I've written them down. We have controversy, as you well know. So we'll let the viewers decide what happens with this situation. But anyway, you had your goal was Harry Kane. Obviously, he scored because he scores every game. So that was a point for you. You had the goalkeeper decisive, which is a little bit controversial. We originally said it was goalkeeper Cleany, and then I said, we should include all goalkeeper decisives. So like
Exactly.
penalty saves and assists.
All decisives, you said.
Yeah, well, I feel like it was implied that if a keeper gets a fucking red, that shouldn't be praised.
I feel like you implied fuck all. So
well, anyway, your keeper called Swallow got a red card. So I'll let the fans decide.
Swallow that L, mate.
whether you should be getting the 2 points for that. Your underdog pick, though, I kind of feel like your underdog pick was so bad that you should lose automatically. You picked Nicholas Jackson, who didn't even come off the bench for Senegal that week. My ones were Perisic. I went for a goal. He got the lowest score for PSV that week in a 5-1 win.
Nice.
So that was nice. I went for Ronov or Renault, however you say his name, the keeper in Germany. They drew 2-2, so no clean sheet for him. And my underdog pick was Arnie Engels, and he scored a goal. So I got a 3-point. So we're 3-3 with your controversial red card bollocks.
So we tied.
So we tied that week. And anyway, let's move on from the controversy. Let's go for this game week. And would you like to start with your banker goal?
Yeah. Oh, so I've won, you've won 1, and we've drawn 1, and we forgot what happened in week 2.
I think we just decided that we were just going to fresh start from the previous one I've just given scores for. Okay. So we'll just start from the 3-3 in the first week there.
Okay, my banker tip of this game week, Rodrigo Zalazar. I hit the 4-streak challenger last week, $100. My captain was this guy. I asked for you to give me a recommendation. I said I need a challenger midfielder. She told me to buy Zalazar for lots of reasons, so I bought him, and he did the business. So it's streak 5 attempt this game week. I'm not changing it. I'm giving the armband again, extra confidence. Your tip is going to come back and punish you. Rodrigo Zalazar, banker tip of the week. He's going to get me 1 point for correct if he gets decisive.
To be honest, if he does well for you, I kind of feel good anyway because it's my tip. The only bit of money. Yeah, he's on 90 points after 28 minutes. I was like, fucking hell, who have I picked here? But yeah, I like it. I like that pick, and I looked at him as well. I almost picked him. I've gone for someone that is a little well known. Maybe you might have heard of him. I've gone for Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah. Okay.
It's quite good. I really just want to solidify that 1 point. Hopefully, I think they've got Rayo Vallecano, I think, at home, or someone shit at home. Obviously, they've played in Europe tonight, so there is that risk. But I've set up a little DMP sub to go in for him when he doesn't play because subs are allowed. But yeah, going to go for him and hope that if I lose, I don't have to give him away because I'm not giving away my Mbappe. That's for sure.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't pick Mbappe, but yeah. All right.
Okay, so I'll go onto my goalkeeper, and you can go for your one next. Okay, so goalkeeper, I've gone for Baumann, the Hoffenheim goalkeeper. They're home to Union Berlin this weekend. Hoffenheim are flying at the moment. I think he's got 3 clean sheets in his last 4 games. Union Berlin aren't up to much. I think they're sort of mid-table mediocrity. So yeah, pretty safe option, hopefully. For a clean sheet, and if not, then hopefully he gets an error led to goal.
All right, yeah, exactly, or sent off. Goalkeeper decides of the week for 2 points for me. Easy, Sen Lamens. I don't know if you've realised, but Man United are absolutely fucking massive again. Just because Fulham doing pretty well, only slightly behind Man United in lofty 7th place. There is no way Carrick's revolution is being stunted by a bunch of cottagers. It's just not happening. Their kit's crap. Their whole squad's mediocre. No one really cares about Fulham.
Wow.
Sen-Lamens looks decent, and as he's not going to have an Arsenal pile on him every corner, there's no way he concedes a goal. I know I trumpeted Onana very heavily at the start of the season, but Lamens is the boy. So easy clean sheet for Man United this weekend, San Lamens. And I'll lead on with my long shot of the week to follow up that. This is L15 under 50, and this is for 3 points if they get decisive. I have gone for ex-Hertha Berlin legend Schmal Pravalak.
Oh, I know the guy you mean. Schmal Pravalak. He's Bosnian guy, isn't he? Is he Bosnian or Kosovan?
Bosnian, I think.
Yeah, I know him.
He plays for Istra, 1961, to be specific.
Like Croatia.
Yeah. So he was at Hertha Berlin, which is why I know of him and own him.
Yeah.
But he's got 9 decisives in his last 5 games, I think.
Has he? Bloody hell.
Yeah, I don't know why this chart is all greyed out, but
how much is he going for?
£1, 42p in classic.
Fucking hell, why am I not buying him? I'm going to go buy him right now.
And his in season is £3.10. Yeah, he scored a hat trick and 2 assists. Game week 33. Istra up to 3rd in the league. He had a very slow start to the season. You see there in this grayed out chart that it was pretty bad for the first opening 8 or so games after his move, but now he started to hit the floor running and has put up a load of decisives, and Istra doing pretty well, and he's cap of 14.9. So I've gone for Schmail.
It's like Ishmael, but Schmail.
Yeah. Sorry for butchering your name. I think you're a legend. Nice haircut, just trimmed, well kept together, slight slant to the side. Bosnian.
I'm just trying to figure out why he's 40p. Any information as to why he could be 40p?
Well, if you slide these 9 decisives out of the screen, then it looks like this.
Yeah, but half of them are for a different team, weren't they?
Yeah, so he's obviously not been prolific for the last season or so.
Yeah.
But he's on fire at the moment, so for 42p.
I like it. I think that's a good pick. Okay, I've gone for someone who's a little bit close to my heart, maybe a little bit of a biased call this, and might be my first Everton pick of the Super Tips of the week. But I've gone for Iliman Ndiaye.
Is he under 50, is he?
Senegal to Bramley Moore. Oh, he's the one that we adore. Top man. Yeah, he's fresh back off AFCON victory with Senegal. Loves the Blues. And I just saw him there and I just remembered him scoring a penalty away at Brighton last year and doing the seagull celebration. And he got booked for it. And he's going to do it again. He's going to do it again this weekend. We're much better away from home than at home at the moment. So I fully back us to win the game.
There's a shock.
He takes our penalties. He's key man. He's fucking elite, mate. Anyway, his L15, I think it's 45.
Yeah.
Which is crazy low. I don't know whether it's because I was thinking this actually. For the AFCON players that kept showing their fixtures for their league clubs as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I wonder if they've taken that into account for his average, because that don't seem right.
He doesn't seem to have scored very well in the last 15 games, to be honest.
Maybe. But anyway, he's in. He's in for my team, and he's going to fucking net this weekend.
All right, that's Super Tips of the Week. Those are our lineups. We'll see in the next episode how it goes. I'm reasonably confident. Probably shouldn't have picked the Man United goalkeeper, but I have got someone called Salazar, who I didn't know till last week against Kylian Mbappe. But, we'll see how it goes. Vibes and all that. 3 things left to do, 15 minutes to go before we check out. So, we'll rattle through some of these.
Okay.
I just wanted to touch on this new mode that's coming out, Sorare Set. I haven't read too much into it, but it's like an in-between, isn't it? We're keeping normal common, and this is sort of a common mode that's coming as well. But it's kind of important because it's going to be the World Cup thing, I think, isn't it? But it's going to work on someone like you, right?
I'd imagine so. I mean, like you just said, I haven't really read it properly yet because it was just before I headed off on holiday, so I haven't had a chance really to read it yet.
So they're introducing winter sets from the 4 big leagues. You're going to open packs, open commons. You get a breakdown of an icebreaker. So they're all in the winter themed cards, and then the next set will come out and it'll be the next theme. They've got the new player tiering in it, and you're going to collect. They have collection bonuses, so it's going to incentivize us to complete our sets. You can win essence. It's sort of like a vamped up common, and there's cash rewards. Like it's £1,000 for the top, $1,000 for the top streak, which me and you collected nearly all the NBA cards, and we're sort of collecting the common Premier League cards.
I'm one short in NBA.
Who is it?
Doncic.
He was in the star set. I got him today.
And I cannot get enough common essence to get it open.
I got one today, so if that makes you feel better.
Not really.
So you're going to use these winter set cards. But as you can see here, so you win winter essence, gems, but then you do win $100 or $1,000. I mean, if we're willing to just collect common cards for basically no reason, just to complete a set or get a $5 voucher, then we're probably going to do it to try and win $1,000, right?
I'm going to completely ham the crap out of this.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about that. But yeah, no, it's good. And I'm already, I mean, yeah, there's high numbers to try and get, but like I hit 500 pretty regular with my common stacks because I've got common stacks of PSG, Barcelona, Arsenal, all the big teams. So it's definitely possible. I like it.
Yeah. And then in the follow-up conversation, one of the Sorare designers or whatever, they basically said that the next set and then the set after that will be the World Cup set, and it will be in this. So I guess we'll collect all the teams in like this kind of form, which will be cool. Obviously, I'd like a slightly more jazzy prize pool for the World Cup set. And it was nice being in those random teams which we had on Rivals before, which this probably doesn't lend itself to. But Hot Streaks does feel like it's an improvement on the common thing, and I'll probably play it.
Yeah, I definitely
Mobile first is the aim.
I'm going to properly read through this later and get well into it.
I think you will be. It's going to start end of January, start February, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Mobile first, which would be good for because the mobile app has lags behind, say, the desktop experience quite a lot. So, yeah, I'm excited by it because I didn't think I'd degen into the commons quite as much, and so this should be fun. And mainly, it's the World Cup thing that excites me. I want the World Cup mode to be good. So we'll see. I just want to touch on that. So you have a read and you come back to us next time with your thoughts on that. Before we go, 2 more things to do. Quick Sorare grinds my gears. We have to have a little moan out at the end of each episode, or at least I do. Your Captain Positive. Before we get to the Everton performance review as well. So I need to let a little bit of rage out before I have to listen to you talk about Everton. Is there anything in the Sorare world that's grinding your gears this week?
Well, the only sort of slight thing I thought of was something that's kind of relevant for today, which is these challenges for tonight for the European competitions. Pick a player that dribbles 4 times, blah, 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 whatever it is. I like them. I think they're good. 30 essence for a prize. 30. You can't even enter one arena team with that. What the hell's that all about? You could return a tier 5 craft back to the crafting factory for 200 essence that's worth 28p, but they can't give us more than 30 essence if you get a clue right. That's not good. Not good enough for me. So yeah, that's the only gripe really. I mean, overall I'm pretty positive about Sorare, but that is annoying. And also, I know I've talked about this before. I want to be able to claim my rewards. I want to leave that card there so I can open it on the show. And I want all my common essence because I need to be completing My Everton common collection.
You're such a whale. Oh, the 30 essence is beneath me, darling.
I mean, I'm still going to do it all, but I just want more prize.
Grinding my gears, something to get off my chest that annoys me about Sorare. Last time I complained about not being able to pack those common players I needed for the sets, but I hadn't ever opened the bench packs, so I sort of got most of them.
Yeah, that was your own fault.
I'm an idiot. So that's sorted. So that's fine. Thank you, Sorare. So in the new announcement, they said that, they're splitting up leaderboards and hot streaks. They said they're going to put the leaderboard comps under the arena tab. They've got a separate arena tab now instead of like pro or whatever. Why are you putting leaderboards like the main? Here's my main team for the Premier League to beat everyone. Why is it going under the arena tab? Why? Doesn't make any sense. Give it its own tab. Put it under pro. Like, why is it not pro arena leaderboards or just pro with hot streaks and leaderboards? Why is it going under arena? No, bugger arena off anyway. Rubbish. Don't make me go to see arena. I don't want to see it anyway. Don't like it. Doesn't make sense. Stupid. Don't put it there. That's what annoys me.
No wonder you get no essence.
And I was like, why you put it there?
No, I mean, I agree with that, but arena is good because it gives you essence, mate.
Okay. Well, next week, I'm just going to do arena in what grinds my gears because,
Mine's going to be Michael Carrick bringing back the good times to Man United. I don't like it at all. Mine's
going to be Ballon Dorgu being the best player in the Premier League and then being cruelly snatched away from us by injury. But yeah. All right. Sorry, grinds my gears. You didn't like something, and I also didn't like something. There we go. Let's finish off. It's been a long show. It's been a long week. I can't let us go out of here without letting you have a little chat about your favourite thing in the world. Suck on those toffees, the Everton Performance Review. Today on the Everton Performance Review, our resident top toffee is going to tell us some things about Everton.
So, Everton, we've been a random team this year. It feels like there's a lot of teams in the same boat as Everton right now. The league between about 5th and 14th feels very tight, doesn't it, right now? Everyone's beating everyone. We can go from beating Champions League placed Aston Villa away from home one week to playing absolutely awful at home to Leeds, awful at home to Wolves, managing to scrape draws in both of those games when we probably didn't deserve. Well, the second half against Leeds, we played pretty well. We got knocked out in the FA Cup against Sunderland. I can't remember if that had just happened on the last show or not, but yeah, it's been a strange season. We knew there'd be a bit of a warming up period going to a new stadium, and we did start very well, obviously, as we both well know, because we were at the first game. But certainly the first 6 or so games at a new stadium were good, but we are struggling a little bit at the moment. Seem to be hitting a bit of a lull. But I think that's mainly due to the fact that we picked up a lot of injuries at the same time as our AFCON main two of Gay and Dye going off for 6 weeks. And I was kind of like willing them to get knocked out in the groups, but they just kept winning and ended up winning the whole thing, which is kind of good, to be fair. But yeah.
Big signing, Jack Grealish.
Obviously, you've got Jack Grealish up on the screen there. We finally get some players back, Dewsbury Hall, Branthwaite, etc., and the AFCON boys, and we lose Jack Grealish to a stress fracture. So it looks like he's going to be out for 2.5, 3 months. I'm just hoping that doesn't mean that we never see him in an Everton shirt again, because obviously he's on loan. I think pretty much 95% of the fan base would love to keep him on as a sign-in. I think our agreed fee to sign him at the end of the year is very high. I think it's 45 or 50 mil, which is extremely high for someone that's only going to have 1 year left on his contract. So I guess we'll see how the next few months goes. But yeah, losing him is a big loss.
Price crash is horrible, isn't it?
Well, he's done really well for us this season. Sometimes his scores don't necessarily represent how well he's played, because I watch every game devoutly, but like he makes a big difference the way we play. He draws a lot of attention away from other players because he usually gets doubles up on. He wins a lot of fouls, and we are a big team that scores a lot of goals from free kicks, corners, etc., etc. So it makes a big difference having him in the team. So it will be a big miss. It will mean Ndai goes back over to the left wing where he was before. Dwight McNeil's season, I think, is officially not back and probably is never going to be back. He's getting absolutely fucked on Twitter right now because there's a video of him just literally letting the runner go and score for Leeds the other day and just not tracking back, lazy bastard. And we were
hoping it was the return of McNeil's season, but
he's getting some serious, honestly, to see. Obviously, I'm on Everton Twitter, so I follow a lot of Everton fans and they are going for him at the moment. He is not everyone's favourite player. So I think Moyes will not like what he saw from him on the weekends.
It's a shame. McNeil's season over.
Yeah, so I think, I'm hoping that Diblin's going to really get given a solid run in the team now. Obviously, he's like 19 years old. He just needs a bit of confidence, needs to be playing some football, needs to make some actual mistakes and then contribute a bit as well. And as you see with Tieno Barry, like he started the season really struggling, looking devout of confidence, and struggling quite heavily, as you can see from the scores there. I don't think he's ever going to be a particularly strong AA Sorare scorer for you, or certainly not at the moment. It's kind of similar to Calvert-Lewin in a way. Like Calvert-Lewin is very much will get you a good score if he scores a couple of goals, but if he doesn't, he'll get you 28. And I kind of think Barry is a little bit like that as well. But he scored 4 in his last 5, looking confident. Some really nice, tidy finishes as well. The one against Villa, which you probably saw, where he chipped it over Martinez, was a lovely, lovely little finish. It just shows you the quality you can have. But yeah, I'd say the big one for me is, Branthwaite as well, but Dewsbury Hall. I mean, Branthwaite and Dewsbury Hall. But Branthwaite came on at half-time with Dewsbury Hall against Leeds on Monday. Both changed the game massively. Branthwaite's just so comfortable with the ball and makes positive progression passes from centre-back. Which is different to the way O'Brien and Tarkowski play a little bit. Not that that's a bad thing, what they do, because they're proper good defenders. But Branthwaite is just really good with the ball. And also it makes such a massive difference having a left-footed player at centre-back, because when we've had O'Brien and Keane sort of covering for the fact that Branthwaite hasn't been there, we're always cutting back on our right foot all the time and pretty much discounting that entire left side of the field. It's really annoying. So it makes a big difference in having him back. But yeah, Dewsbury Hall's a big one for me. He was on fire before picking up that bad injury at Chelsea. I think he's been out 6-7 weeks. He was getting talked about with, maybe getting an England call up with Ghana, doing really well for us. But yeah, having him back is going to be massive. And he's certainly brings back a bit of leadership as well, Dewsbury Hall, because the way he talks in the media and stuff is great. So... yeah,
Branthwaite, Ghana's been on fire, obviously, and Branthwaite is good because Everton defensive stacks have always done pretty well. But yeah, lots of interesting.
I do think watch this space the next few days. Obviously, we're 28th of Jan today. 28th. We got deadline day soon. I do think Everton might make a couple of little transfers, maybe a left back, maybe another striker, maybe a right back. So we will see what happens.
Maybe on the next smash and pass. Yeah, some returning players interested. Brandt, I've held for a while, so got him rare and limited, so that'd be good to have him back. Haven't beat Arsenal and Man City in consecutive weeks, so have you? Super Michael Carrick's match day Reds.
We beat you though, so suck on that. Suck on those toffees, you bell.
But 11 toy Penguins could have beat Ruben Amorim's team. The rigid.
What about 10? We beat you with 10 toy Penguins, mate.
Handsome, but rigid. All right, that was the Everton performance review by Branthwaite and James Garner. Is what I took from that. And sadly, it's the end of Dwight McNeil's season. That is everything that I had written down for us to talk about on this show. So that means it's the end. All that's left to say is thank you for joining. Good luck for your next game week. Game week. Hope your streaking goes really well. Lots of good streaking for everyone. Please could you like and subscribe and all that vibe on the way out to help us keep the bills on at STC. We really appreciate it, and we'll be back with you soon for more Sorare shenanigans. But from me, for now, it's a Viva La Thursday Club, and from him, it's
Up the toffees.
the toffees. See you on the next one.